Hi everybody, Tashi here from Pixie Mommy's Reborns. Welcome back to everyone new. Hello and welcome. Got a little different angle here, but we have Oscar. You say hi to your aunties and uncles. So, to everyone new, Oscar is my full-bodied silicone baby boy. He is the Dwayne number 2. Dwayne Awake number 2 by Claire Taylor. So I am going to give Oscar a bottle and hang out with y'all and have a chat. He's not going to get a drink and wet feeding. He's just going to get his regular bottle. Yeah, I didn't go to all setting up to do the whole drink and wet thing. So, but he is looking so cute in his little loved baby sleeper. And you know what? I pulled out this John Lennon bib. I'm going to put a bib on him this time because I have the little blanket and the little burp cloth here. So the bib matches. This was actually, I think one came in Oscar's box opening. And I think the other was sent in Osvoria's box opening because Kimberly actually had these made when she saw when I was getting Oscar, and she saw that I loved the John Lennon, the vintage John Lennon. It was so sweet of her, and she actually had a quilt made too that she sent Oscar wrapped in, which was just so sweet and thoughtful. So I figured I'd use this bib for Oscar. Got a hair on the bottle. You don't want that. So, believe it or not, that noise you're hearing is just the KY jelly, the lubricant for the nipple, because Oscar is a silicone. So I do that trick with the nipple so that we don't damage the paint in his mouth in any way. So, I actually filmed a video earlier this afternoon. I was having my coffee, took a little break, and I filmed for you, and it was the first time ever that I scratched a video, and I'll explain why. Because normally whatever I film just goes up, and I haven't been use the KinMaster in like 6 months, and even when I didn't know how to cut out certain parts or anything like that. But this whole video, and let me explain. I felt like I was talking about my week or the past couple weeks, and some things going on because we've had quite a lot going on in the past few weeks here. And I felt like I just gave too much personal information, family information, and I love to chat with you all and give you updates on what's going on in my life, as not just doll stuff or talk while I'm feeding a baby or changing a baby. But I learned as I went along on YouTube that unfortunately it's not just the people that love you, that are watching you, or that enjoy your videos, or that are your friends. People actually watch your videos that don't like you, so they're watching just to pick out things you're saying and things of your personal life, and pick on your collection, how you collect, whatever, all sorts of stuff. It just, you realize that it's not just all you wonderful people out there. So and I'm not complaining. it's just a realization, a point that I reached that I said, oh boy, So what it is now is it's just more of like, it's not taking away anything or taking away my fun. I just have to retrain my brain to think a little bit more. It's more of just an inconvenience than anything. So, yep, that's about it. So unfortunately, I had a scrap of video that I made earlier. But what I will share, for those of you that do know and were concerned, so instead of messaging everyone, many of my friends know, and I will share this, that my husband was in a car accident Thursday. I think will be 2 weeks. It happened late on a Thursday night, and he is okay. He was not, he's not okay. He was hurt, but not anything too serious, just real banged up. And my van was totaled. So without getting into too much personal or whatever, just to let everyone know that we arrived at a new vehicle, finally, and I'm happy. And now I am going to be working into triple time here to make up for the time that I had without the vehicle, and to get the kids ready for school, doctor's appointment, all kinds of stuff. It has been hectic. And of course, as you all know, when it rains in life, it pours. So, of course, that had to be the few weeks that just everything fell on my head. So I have just been running. I wanted to congratulate my dear friend Ines over at the Reborn Doll Collective, because she just brought home a very special baby. I think it was 2 days ago now, 3 days ago, something like that. But very special baby, very special box opening. I'll just say that it is a silicone baby, and I don't want to spoil any details. There's a box opening, and I believe then a name reveal. I'll leave a link to her box opening below. It was beautiful, and it's so exciting to see your friends and anyone. I love seeing new mommies happy. And then when it's a friend, it's even more special because you were, anticipating the baby with them and all that good stuff. So when it's a really special baby, especially, any baby, of course, is a joy. When it's a really special one like that, it's just, it's fun, it's just fun. It's taken, it's all part of the fun. So yeah, congratulations, Ines. And I have to catch up on many videos. I am, lagging on that. I kind of catch what I catch throughout the day, and it's almost whatever is in front of me at the time. So sometimes I'm going backwards on catching up with videos. I think even Diana, it was 5 days later that I saw, that they were getting the house, and and then I backtracked from there, because that's just what I do. I'm just totally backwards. So I am trying in between to catch everyone that I normally try to keep up with, but you all know how life goes. I have been just exhausted just from the minute my feet hit the ground in the morning, and of course it takes my body a while to get moving with the back pain and everything, but from that moment until late at night, I'm just going and going and going. So oh, my Oscar, what you doing? Oh, he's so cute. Look at him in this. Look at this hat on him. I love this. I really, 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 I loved him in the Love Baby Sleeper, and then I I picked up the hat to go along with this, and I'm so glad I did, and I wish I could right now go get a few more sleepers and hats that match, but this is good for now. We're having fun, and he just, oh my gosh, he looks so cute. I did get some photos. So speaking of silicones, and I'm going to try to make this quick because I don't want to go on forever here, but and I actually may pre-record another video while I'm up here tonight, because it's just, I don't know, it's just relaxing for me, and I know I have a little bit left of the night too. If I make another video, I'll be able to still head downstairs and just have some peaceful me time, and you know, hold Oscar or whatever baby and just hang out, watch some TV, do whatever I'm gonna do when the house is quiet and no, you know, everyone's in bed. But anyway, I think I started talking about silicones and the quest to find the perfect silicone for you that fits your, you know, fits the bill, that, you know, fits you all your expectations, but that fits your budget too, that you could afford. And I'll tell you, it's not easy, but it is definitely doable. And I think where that's concerned, you know, especially in the beginning when you first start out, what you think is the impossible, you know, somehow opportunities come up, you make a way, you grow in the hobby, of course, and usually decide you're going to invest more than you originally thought. But most of us are like very concerned about really trying to get it right in buying a silicone, especially if we like plan on only having like one special one, or, you know, two, whatever, just, you know, not a lot, because it's different than the reborns. It's getting scary enough out there to sell reborns, you know, especially like higher end ones. Having to sell silicones is like, that's a whole, you're talking about a whole nother ballpark as far as, you know, the financial value, as well as, you know, what can go wrong, and just all sorts of stuff. So it's really not something that most collectors want to have to do. And you want to get it right. You know, it's likely your biggest investment in your collection, and you want to know that the baby has, you know, everything that you kind of want. And in the beginning, you don't even know what that is, right? And what I did was I spent a lot of time. I did, coming out of the gates, order a silicone, but I did quite a bit of research through Facebook and stuff. I wasn't on YouTube, and I did actually really good with that first little peanut sculpt, you know, for what he was, and I really did. But I quickly, once I got onto YouTube and really saw what was out there, I learned, you know, I definitely knew I wanted a baby with more movement, you know, the capability to take like a full bottle in its mouth, a full passy, the drinking wet, you know, like the whole shebang. Like I kind of quickly was like, oh wow, I kind of want it all. And the babies that I was looking at, I was like, that is just never, ever, ever gonna happen. There's just no way on God's green earth. But yet here I am with the silicone baby of my dreams in my arms. You know, so, but yeah, it takes a long time. And, you know, I remember looking and watching and thinking, would I want armatures? Would I want, you know, armatures in the arms or in the legs or both? You know, just, you know, just all the features, like what do you want? And I really actually thought, because that's how I wound up with Keaton, aka Gabriel, at first, as far as a Claire Taylor doll. I did have the Mishka sculpt right before then, but anyway, I really felt like with a silicone, I would want the closed eyes because it would be like the ultimate realism. And once I had him, I realized that I just couldn't get that deep connection, because all in all, the preference is open eyes. So even though with reborns, I have some closed eye babies, and usually the smaller the baby, the better I am with it, with the closed eyes. But that's because I can have a variety of different sculpts in the reborns. That's the joy of still with the reborns, and why I still very much love and enjoy and continue on collecting the reborns, because otherwise it would just be and if I could only have one baby ever, of course it would be Oscar. I mean, he is, he's the king here. But everyone's preferences is different. So I think it's something that everyone, has to figure out on their own as to, what is it that you want in a silicone. To me, the movement was really, really important. The flow and the movement. And I quickly, once the one piece pours, really became, popular and seen, it, I was like, definitely like, I really wanted that one piece pour. And I'll show you, to those that don't, know, the one piece pour is there's no ball joint on the neck. The neck is, it's all, the baby is all one piece. And you see how his neck wrinkles. It just turns from side to side, and you see all the skin wrinkling. And of course I wanted the wrinkly skin and all that. But my preference isn't a baby, and I prefer boys. I favor boys. So, my dream baby was an open-eyed baby boy. The one-piece pour, the spine, the whole shebang, the whole everything. And look at this face. When I saw Oscar, pictures of him, and he was with a mommy. He was with his second mommy at the time. Even though he was like I gotta look now as far as the Dwaynes and when Oscar was made. I'm not sure if he's even a year yet. He might be, or maybe over, but he was new. But anyway, that mommy, seemed very happy with him, and I was like, but yet still I was like, that's my baby. And Claire Taylor dolls, they're all different from each other. All of the Dwaynes in the edition are so different from one another. So anyway, it is all a matter of, your taste. And of course I love the, darker skin, the AA babies, or, darker skin tone. I like color in my babies. Even my Caucasian babies, I very much lean towards, if they have a lot of like that newborn pinky and red and blotchy and just color. I always tend to wind up selling babies that are the blonde hair, more pale, and I've sold some really gorgeous ones that are amazingly painted, just because the more fair skin is not, it's not my favorite. This is, more my favorite. So everybody has something different. And I really, really studied other collectors' videos and watched them changing, holding, and handling their babies to see the movement, how the armatures were, how they fell. Now, Oscar, um, before he got to me, both of his armatures stopped working, so or broke, whatever. So I can say that I kind of wish he did have the legs, not so much. Like I would be fine if his legs just flopped more, although he's got, you know, definitely fine movement. And it's nice because I can curl his legs up and stuff. So I guess I do. I do like the armatures in the legs. I would love it if his armatures did work in his arms for posing for photos. Holding him and all that, because he's more of like a shorter, stouter kind of baby, so I'm not like having to like gather him up and his arms aren't all like all over like spaghetti kind of. So that's fine, but for like photos to be able to just prop his arms, but then maybe he wouldn't feel so floppy, because the floppiness, I mean, look at the, I mean, I don't want to, but you can, you know, these babies have just incredible movements. That was really important to me. So now some of you that know my little preemie girl, Cece, that I just got, you know, now you're talking about a whole different ballpark and price range and things like that. And that's kind of what I was trying to talk to you guys about. So she has really great movement. She has really nice silicone. She's got a great open mouth that fits a passy, that fits a bottle, even though she is a micro preemie. And you know, she was a great find because she was sculpted to the exact proportions of a 28-week gestation baby. If you don't know who I'm talking about, you could go to my playlist and see the NICU micro preemie. Her videos are in there, or they're just down in my recent videos because she's new, to check her out. But she is really you know, so anyway, the way she's sculpted, it's not everybody's cup of tea. A lot of people, when they want the micro preemies, it's almost like they want the cute newborn proportions, just shrunk down a little smaller, which is fine. That's for everybody's taste. So you know, she wasn't, you know, you had to be a specific taste for that particular sculpt. So, you know, I really lucked out in, you know, getting her for what I did. And I think that that's my point. Networking, sticking around, having patience, watching a lot of other collectors with their silicones, most especially handling their silicones, changing them, holding them in their arms, all of that helps you determine a lot, at least for me, because like things like movement and things like that all were important to me. That might not be important to another collector. They may prefer more of like the picture perfect look, and movement doesn't matter so much. You have to look at what is your taste, you know, in a silicone baby. And that takes some time, and it just does. It really takes some time. So as far as, you know, finding your perfect silicone, I do encourage you to be patient. Don't settle on what you know you're not going to be happy with. If you've kind of honed in on what you know you want, picture that moving forward, And, you know, even if you have to save for a while till you have enough for a deposit to go on a layaway or something like that, it's better off than an instant gratification, like because you want a silicone just to have one, and then most people quickly then are like, you know, not satisfied because it's not really what they want. And I mean, granted, there's babies out there that are, you know, way out of my reach as well that I certainly wouldn't mind having. But you know, I hit my sweet spot with Oscar. Oscar hit my sweet spot. I wouldn't trade him for any other baby, put it that way. And I enjoy having the one, you know, like, you know, newborn, or he's like a 0 to 3 month size. He's really definitely not a newborn size. And then just having a little micro preemie, it's fun, it's cute. And believe me, and see, this is the thing, I had my eyes on micro preemies that were definitely way out of my reach at this point, at this time in my collecting. You know, I'm more of a fly by the seat of my pants kind of gal, so things are ever changing, even in life, and what, you know, my capabilities are. So it took some time to arrive at a micro preemie. I really should have her while I'm discussing the micro preemie, you know, to show you all, but it definitely took me some time, you know, to arrive to where it was something obtainable to me that, you know, hit the spot, right? So I have to film definitely at least one video to get up soon this week for Cece's playlist. So I don't know, maybe I'll do that after this and then hold on to it to air in a few days, because I think I cut myself off when I was talking, but it's gonna get really hairy. I gotta go in like triple time now from what I've had going on with everything that I gotta get done. So I'm like, Lord knows when I'm gonna have time to make a video again. So, and I like to have, you know, videos I like to post at least every few days. For a while I was nailing it every day. And then there's another topic that I want to speak to you all about. So I'll get into it. I'm not even going to start it now. I'll get into it in my next video, but I definitely have another topic thing that I want to discuss with you all, and I want to get all of your input. So I hope you enjoyed seeing Oscar this evening, and he will probably be my cuddle bug for later tonight. And and my pumpkin seed diaper finally came. I had only ordered one, and she got flooded with the orders from the Reborn collectors. Ines had these over on her channel. She collaborated and was able to get a price for us doll collectors without all the inserts. So I obviously, as you see, I have not opened it yet. But I can see that it is definitely going to be too snug for Oscar, I think. I shouldn't say that, though, because I think it's going to be too small for Oscar, and I might do it on, like, Stellan, but I don't know if that's coming in clear. But we'll see. So I have to do that. I wanted to feature this diaper and show it. I only ordered one because I wasn't sure if I was going to love it or not. So I figured, let me order one, see if I really like it, and then I could always, you know, order more if I do. So, all right, Oscar and I, thank you for joining us. Oh, his hat's slipping up here. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more of Oscar and the rest of the babies in my collection, feel free to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you receive invites to my live streams and so you never miss a video. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up on your way out. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me for a while, and Oscar too. All right, everyone. God bless.